Okay, cruising on the road in a new X3 20D. Jason Woosey, IOL. How's it, pal?
How's it, Al? Good to be on the road again, as always.
Yeah.
The new X3, which
nice being with you as well, buddy.
Because, it's locally built. I mean, not really that far from where
we are now, Plant Rosslyn in Pretoria. Absolutely. And I must tell you, look, they've got that new big curved screen, that one-piece big screen across the whole dash virtually, right? Which is nice. I mean, I've seen it. I think I saw it on the new 5, for example, the other day. But I mean, I like this dual charging pad down there in front. Very interesting door handles and treatment over there. It's really, I mean, it's a big car, eh? It may be an X3, but I think the last generation X3 already was bigger than the first generation X5. Just to give you an idea of proportions and things.
They just get bigger and bigger. And I think with the latest X1 having grown quite a bit as well, I think it does leave that space for X3 to grow up a little bit. I think it is slightly shorter than the current model, but
not much, I don't think. It looks good though. It really does look good. You'll see the outside just now. Don't worry about it, or you'll have already seen it. But 20D we're in now. There's a 30D, there's a 30E plug-in hybrid. And from what I understand, South Africa is the only plant in the world that's going to be building the 30E for world usage. 96% of the cars built at Rosslyn are for export, eh?
Yeah, I was quite surprised to learn that earlier this morning. I mean, I would have imagined the majority are, but
not 96%.
It's a huge product for them in that sense.
It is, eh? Okay, thanks, Bill. And chat again later.
Cool.
All right, my turn behind the wheel of the new X320D. Jason, you had a turn a few moments ago. Got some nice comments from you. Thank you for that, buddy. You know, striking me first up, and I've only just got behind the wheel, this car's smooth. The ride, I'm very impressed by the ride quality.
It's very comfortable, and even even the engine and the noise insulation. I mean, you don't really hear a lot of that diesel clatter. It's very what you would call refined, sophisticated.
100% agree with you.
Everything you'd expect at this level, hey?
I think that's your point. You well made. Look, it's not going to be a cheap car. Let's be honest, but.
Well over a bar for even the cheapest version now.
Yeah, you're not going to get into one of these under a bar, that's for sure. I mean, not a chance. And it's starting at the 20D, hey? This is the entry. I mean, I hate using that word because it's not fair to use a word.
Entry level budget. It's not exactly for those on a budget anymore.
This is the budget one. I mean, they used to.
I think budget is a very relative term in this market, eh?
They used to refer to the Avis spec. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like stripped out, nothing in it.
And BMW certainly doesn't do that anymore. Remember, not too long ago, they used to have like your BMW 316 starts or 318 starts.
Yes.
They actually did do that sort of spec in their 3 Series.
I know Mercedes did it at one time. I was actually given a test car. And they said to me, this is the Avis spec.
There's no Avis spec in this. I mean, this is like really equipped, right? I mean, it's got all the communication systems and
quite a strong lane keep. By the way, I just felt that now when I changed lanes without indicating. I know that's naughty of me, folks, but you got to test
just
the car.
Slap you on the wrist. They should have a little hand that comes out and slaps you on the wrist.
Something like that, or slaps you in the face. I don't know which one you prefer.
Maybe face, I
mean, like, let's not be subtle about it. But you know what? I've got to tell you, it's quite a while since I've driven an X3. I think the last one I drove was actually a X3M competition, so it's difficult to compare, right? But I can just feel how much more refined this car feels, almost instantly.
Yeah, it's definitely grown up. It's got that sort of mini X5 feel to it, even.
Should we use the grown up? Should we say it's matured?
Matured, like a good wine.
Hey, how do you like that word for it? It has definitely.
I think grown up is a bit overused.
Should we carry on with that term? But I mean, look, it's certainly for a very short experience, and I'm sure we'll get a much longer experience in it soon. I've got to tell you that it is, to me, it's definitely a step up. I love this new screen. I've got to tell you that I like. Instead of that stuck-on thing over there sticking up in the center of the dash. You remember, like
it looks like the dashboard's actually been designed for the to incorporate the screen. It's not just an afterthought.
Yeah, exactly so. And I mean, nice chunky steering wheel I've got here. I've got to say to you, if you spec the car fully, how much more do you need than the 20D?
That's the one I'd be happy with. I mean, the hybrid sounds all nice it's
But do you need it? Let's
probably
be blunt.
not. No, not the average person.
I mean, I'm really being, I don't know, am I playing devil's advocate a bit here?
I think we must enjoy the diesels while we can, because they're not going to be around forever. So.
Yeah, do you know that interestingly now that, and this is a question I must ask them when we get back, the story about the diesels, because apparently they're not selling the diesels in America anymore. Do you know that?
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, it's never been a big market for diesels.
Yeah, but just interesting that if they're no longer selling them at all, the ratios for where they're exporting all of these to, and if they're doing, it'd be interesting to know.
Yeah, I think for your main export markets like America and Europe, you would have more of a hybrid mix and maybe some petrol engines. So I think what we're getting, I mean, we might be building stuff that we're not necessarily getting here.
Yeah, or alternatively, that's not going to America, but could be going to Europe and other places. So it would be quite interesting to find that out. All right, Jace, thanks, pal.
Yeah, they've got the big launch coming up in Jan, so I think they'll reveal a bit more detail. But this has been a nice little taste of the vehicle, just to get whet the appetite, so to speak.
I think this was
a little spin around the block.
They term a teaser.
Yeah, I would say so. Good one so far.
Very good. I've got to say, so far, very impressive.